Welcome to NMTV.
Today on the show, we talk about portfolios and take a look at trending topics, so stay tuned.
Hi, and welcome to NMTV. I'm Ian Ashley.
And I'm JP Weatherford. Portfolios are all finished up, but now it's time to talk about presenting. I sat down with Brian Temple to learn more. Hi, I'm here with Brian Temple today, and we're going to be talking about ePortfolios. So what can you tell us about ePortfolios, Brian?
Well, the portfolio process has kind of metamorphosized over the last couple of years because of all of the free digital tools that are out there online. And not only are schools doing normal paper portfolios, but they're going online with these digital e-portfolios that have made a lot better presentation for a lot of the culminating project seniors. And judges are impressed by them too. So I just wanted to briefly talk about some of the tools that we have here. The most obvious options are that we have websites you can make for free. We have Google Sites, we have sites like Weebly, we have sites like Webs, where you can just sign up and create an account, and you've got all types of ease of use and just basic click, tab, 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 and make a page. And even if you have like no web experience, you can do that.
Interesting.
The next cool option is a Flash-based website creation called Wix. Wix is free as well. And the reason I'm saying it's Flash-based is because that's a warning to anyone who wants to load it on an iPad or an iPhone. It's not going to play. And the cool thing about Wix is that you jump right in without any web experience, and you can pick from several beautiful templates. All of them have preloaded animations. All of them have a lot of Flash. They make it easy to add a gallery. Let's just pick one, for example, like if I clicked on this one, it would load up and show me an example of, this would be for an organic garden website, but this could be anything. This could be my e-portfolio up here. And then these would be the tabs in your portfolio. And you can tell right away it's already making a slideshow for you. All you have to do is insert the images. It's very visually pleasing. The judges would have an easy time reading this.
It's not hard on the eyes.
No, it's very, very beautiful. If you have no design experience, no web design experience, you really don't have to have any. You can just jump right in and use it.
Good
You
note.
click through the tabs and it dissolves. You go to a gallery page that it will make for you. And obviously you wouldn't have tomatoes in your e-portfolio gallery unless you were doing a culminating project on gardening. But you could have any number of documents that you could scan in, like certificates, most employable of the month. You could show pictures.
Nav 101 assignments.
Yeah, exactly. Now, beyond Wix, we have one more cool free presentation tool that a lot of people are starting to jump on because it makes almost a really amazing, kinetic, interactive PowerPoint. And it's called Prezi. And you actually have been working on a Prezi.
Yes,
Let's
I have.
bring up that Prezi. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have going on here in your Prezi?
I have right now, I've put in my career section, my life section right now. And what I've done is I've scanned my documents and I've put them all on a thumb drive, put them in the computer, and then uploaded them here onto Prezi. And what I did is I made a path to each of the titles and then linked them to the pictures to go along with that. So it goes along with my portfolio that I would be presenting to the judges. So it makes it a lot easier for them to see and as they're reading it, so everybody else can see it, that when one judge has it, nobody else is going to be reading it. You can always look up there and say, oh yeah, that's really cool. And it's really eye-catching to them because it moves very smoothly. It's very advanced, but it's so easy to use.
All right, so let's take a look at the interface of Prezi and how amazing it is. First, you've got this giant bulletin board where you can just start putting stuff. What kind of stuff can you put on there?
Documents, videos, YouTube videos, also pictures. I mean, anything really.
Okay. Over here on the left, it looks like we have kind of like the PowerPoint interface where it's just slides, and you can go to different areas in your Prezi, and it'll just zoom in and show you what that slide or area on the bulletin board looks like.
Yes.
I believe these slides translate between points on a path. Can you show me a little bit about the path that you've made and what this thing looks like when it finally animates?
Yes. Let me zoom out here. What I did is I clicked on path, and I pretty much started from here, my name, and then I made another text document here and link that to the first one, so that way it will transition from here and go over and line it out. So
what does this sucker look like when we're going to show it to a judge?
let me show you.
All right, so you'd be talking.
Yes.
All right, or not. You can maybe let silence hang out for a little bit, and you just be going between different documents, videos. Here's the career section of your portfolio.
Career cruising.
Career cruising, and then we zoom out. I mean, look at the fluid motion. It's going very smoothly between document to picture to video to document. It's flipping the camera around to juxtapose the documents properly. It really takes the place, or it's a nice companion to your paper portfolio, because now judges don't have to not have anything to look at while you're talking about your paper portfolio. And they don't really need to flip too much because you're showing them all the close-ups of the documents you're describing. So the paper portfolio can sit there and they can look at it or not. And the highlights of it are up here in the Prezi. Very cool. The only warning I'm going to have for you is that everything that we've looked at today is online. It's up there in cyberspace. And what do we know about a high school connection to the internet? It's a little bit slow sometimes. If you're presenting at night, you're probably going to have a little more luck. So just be wary of the fact that you need to preload or pre-buffer videos, or just make sure that it's working at a slower speed. Here we have a warning that just popped up that said Prezi can't load a document because the data rate's too low. So please be warned. Build it at home. Come and test it at school. Make sure it's going to work for you.
And by the way as well, if you can't, if bandwidth is too slow here and you can't work on it here, you can always go home and export it as a zip file, so that way you can bring it in on your thumb drive and use that as a document as well.
That's a smart move. All right, well, that's all I got for you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Later.
Portfolio looks good, JP.
Thanks.
Let's take a look at the calendar for the school year, as there's only a few months left. Most senior presentations are happening between April 23rd through May 4th.
The walk run is coming up on the 27th.
On May 10th, we're having our annual New Market Car Show, where you can sign up for summer school.
Memorial Day is May 28th.
The last day of school is now June 21st due to snow days.
Summer school starts June 25th.
Now let's take a look at this week's deli menu.
It's time for this week's trivia question. What one metal is liquid at room temperature?
I don't know. We'll find out by the end of the show. Let's take a look at this week in history. On April 23rd, 1564, William Shakespeare was born.
On April 25th, 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope was placed in orbit.
On April 26, 1986, the nuclear disaster at Chernobyl occurred.
On April 27th, 4977 BC, the universe was created according to Johannes Kepler, a scientist.
Now it's time for this week's trivia questions answered. What metal is liquid at room temperature?
The answer is mercury. He's also a great singer.
Yeah, he is.
That's all for this week. See you next time.
Bye.